This is the 18 WJTS News.
Hello and welcome to the 18 WJTS News for this Monday, January 12th, 2026. Thank you so much for choosing us for your local news coverage this evening. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam reporting. Last week, the Jasper Police Department proudly announced that telecommunicator Megan Dodd has been selected as the new supervisor of the Real-Time Intelligence and Communications Center. Megan has been with JPD since May of 2020 and brings extensive experience in 911 and non-emergency call taking, dispatching Jasper Police and Jasper Fire assets, and monitoring a wide range of live resources and communication channels. In her new role, she is responsible for the management, training, and quality assurance of JPD's telecommunicators, ensuring they have the skills, knowledge, and resources needed to support first responders in the field. Megan's dedication and work towards advancing JPD's communications center with new innovations, technology, and procedures have been invaluable, and the Jasper Police Department looks forward to seeing how she continues to lead the center into the future in service to the citizens of Jasper. Motorists should plan ahead for tomorrow as a section of Huntingburg's Clay Street will be temporarily closed for sewer repairs. Triple T Excavating is scheduled to close Clay Street between 9th Street and 10th Street Tuesday, January 13th to complete sewer lateral repair work. The closure will be in effect from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Drivers are advised to use alternate routes during the closure to avoid delays and ensure safety in the work zone. The Astra Theater has announced the first event of its 2026 season, featuring the rapidly rising band Magnolia Boulevard taking their stage on Saturday, February 7th. Magnolia Boulevard is a 5-piece band built in Lexington, Kentucky. With a diverse range of musical backgrounds, the group has come together seamlessly to create a common sound, balancing the lines between blues, funk, and rock and roll. Tickets are on sale now at astratheater.com, priced at $30.23 for all seating options. Doors open at 7 p.m. with music kicking off at 8 p.m. Eastern. Visit Du Bois County Incorporated is now accepting applications for grants from the Tourism Promotion Fund. Grant applications are open to tourism-related organizations, festivals, events, attractions, and other projects, which will increase visitor attendance from outside the immediate area. Approved applications for previously funded projects or events may receive new grant money if additional tourism benefits can be proven. Special consideration will be given to organizations establishing first-time events or projects. Visit Du Bois County Incorporated is also accepting applications for the rental of the hydraulic mobile concert stage. The stage is available to rent by community nonprofits, businesses, or private organizations for concerts, theater, sporting, and other special events, with nonprofits receiving first priority. The cost to rent the stage for an event is $1,000. Completed grant applications must be received no later than March 1st, 2026 to be considered for funding. Stage rental applications are due at least 4 weeks prior to the event and is being used for. However, it is also recommended to apply as soon as possible to reserve that date. Visit our website to learn more about how to request an application. The Du Bois County Veterans Service Office needs volunteer VA van drivers. Becoming a VA van driver can be very rewarding by helping a veteran arrive at their healthcare appointments. The Du Bois County Veterans Service Office helps veterans receive healthcare benefits, and one of those ways is by helping to provide transportation for veterans to their VA healthcare appointments. They currently have a reduction in volunteer drivers that are unable to help drive the veterans and need more drivers to help for their current volunteers. For more information, you are asked to call 812-481-7089 or stop by the Veterans Service Office on the corner of 6th and Jackson Street across from the post office in Jasper. 2 teams from Shoals Community School competed in the first LEGO League State Championship on Saturday at the University of Indianapolis, joining 36 teams from across Indiana who advanced from local qualifiers and semi-state competitions held at Vincennes University and Purdue University Fort Wayne. The Robo Rocks team finished 3rd in the Robot Game competition, earning 430 points and receiving a Robot Game finalist trophy for their performance. The Rock Stars team placed 7th, earning 365 points. First LEGO League is a youth robotics and STEM program for students in elementary and middle school that challenges participants to design, build, and program autonomous robots to complete specific missions on a game field. Each season has a real-world theme that encourages teams to explore problems, develop solutions, and present their findings in a research-based innovation project. Teams are also evaluated on core values, including teamwork, creativity, and professionalism. The Shoals teams advance through a season of local and semi-state competitions, demonstrating both technical skills and collaboration. The state championship included multiple rounds of robot games, judge presentations, and awards recognizing innovation and teamwork. Students from Shoals proudly represented their school and community throughout the event. Both teams plan to return next year with preparations for the 2026 First LEGO League season beginning in August. Eligible Indiana seniors and blind and disabled Hoosiers are being reminded to apply for property tax credits by January 15th to ensure they receive the relief they qualify for under current law. Recent changes to Indiana's property tax system converted several deductions into credits, which provide more consistent savings for eligible homeowners. Because of those challenges, some residents must submit a new application even if they received similar benefits in prior years to avoid any interruption. Blind and disabled homeowners may qualify for a $125 blind or disabled credit, which replaces the former deduction. Homeowners age 65 and older may qualify for a $150 credit, over 65 credit, which replaces the over 65 deduction and remove prior assessed value limits that prevented some seniors from qualifying. The over 65 circuit breaker credit limits year-to-year property tax increases on a homestead. Eligibility was expanded by increasing income limits to $60,000 for individuals and $70,000 for couples, and by removing assessed value limits. To apply for these credits, applicants must be 65 or older by December 31st of the year before the credit is claimed or meet eligibility requirements for the blind or disabled credit. Applications must be filed with the county auditor by January 15th of the year property taxes are first due. Applicants must provide documentation to verify eligibility. Once approved, eligible residents do not need to reapply each year unless their eligibility changes. Residents who receive a credit and later become ineligible must notify their county auditor within 60 days. Hoosiers with questions about eligibility or the application process should contact their local county auditor's office for assistance. Indiana House Republicans have a supermajority and have announced a four-bill agenda for 2026. House Speaker Todd Hudson says they have tightly focused priorities to continue addressing cost of living issues for Hoosiers. The bills are on housing affordability, utility costs, consolidation of boards and commissions, and deregulation of K through 12 education. Hudson says they have hit the ground running in a short session and says they want to reduce government to unleash opportunity. Governor Mike Braun's effort to position Indiana to lead in American drone technology saw an advancement last week, with Indiana being chosen as one of the 2 states to win a designated national drone testing site. U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy and Federal Aviation Administrator Brian Bedford recently announced the 2 new test sites for unmanned aircraft systems, with Indiana among the first new UAS testing grounds in nearly a decade. In October, Governor Mike Braun signed an executive order to position Indiana to lead in the federal government's mission of the American Drone Dominance. The executive order created the Indiana Initiative for Drone Dominance Task Force to utilize Indiana's unique attributes to lead the nation in its important sector, including Indiana's robust advanced manufacturing industry, expertise from NWSC Crane, restricted airspace over assets like Camp Atterbury and Muscatatuck Urban Training Center, strong policy framework, and universities with established programs to further drone research and development. Governor Braun's Drone Dominance Initiative works to support President Trump's Unleashing American Drone Dominance and Restoring American Airspace Sovereignty executive orders, which set a national goal for American leadership in drone technology and airspace security. And that has been your Monday News right here on 18 WJTS. Next up is your weather forecast.